teams. What do you think of Celtic's chances then when you look at that draw?
I think Celtic, in terms of the improvement that they need to show, and I think that's where Ange and this team really want to test themselves. I think they've got a good chance. Real Madrid, as Mark said, look, they're the champions. So you'd expect them to top the group. Leipzig, there's recent, obviously history, I think 18-19, Celtic played against them. But also they've seen last season, Rangers managed to knock Leipzig out.
So that's achievable.
That's achievable. Yeah. Shakhtar Donetsk, I believe they've met in the Champions League 18 years ago and 15 years ago for 2 wins at Parkhead. So again, they're kind of strong memories to be able to draw upon. So,
and of course with the troubles in Ukraine,
haven't played at home since 2014. Yeah. So I think the game will be in Poland.
And the team's been decimated because of it. It is a shame, isn't it? It's one of these ones. It's like when we played Ukraine, nobody, the rest of the world would want Ukraine to win. We understand that, but
and then again, you flip that, and then you go to the to Rangers group as well. I think that Rangers. By the way they've performed in Europe, Paul, I think that they could, if they're at their best, qualify in this group.
Let me come back to Rangers in a minute. Just on Celtic, Mark, what do you think about how Celtic can do then? Real Madrid, you're not expecting points.
No, I'm just thinking that actually just came into my head, Paul. Celtic played Real Madrid in a friendly with Neil Lennon, the Celtic manager out in Philadelphia, and Mourinho was a Real Madrid manager. Ronaldo played. I covered the game. I always remember Dylan McGee got a right serious injury in the game. That was a friend before that.
You were at the match?
I was there in Philadelphia.
What a life.
Covering the game. And Neil Lennon, who's had a great result with Ammonia Nicosia. I think is it 1980 you need to go back to?
It is.
Celtic C2
I was covering the game as a very young, very young fledgling reporter. Just about. No, it was one of my first covering.
And 2-0. I think was it the late Johnny Doyle heavily.
Indeed.
David Provender.
And he was involved in it as well. He did. So, Peter Latcher, the keeper.
So you have to go way back. And I think that was one thing that Callum McGregor had mentioned earlier in the week. A lot of Celtic supporters, with the greatest respect, they'd had Barca a number of times, AC Milan a number of times, Juventus a couple of times. Real Madrid was the one, and I'm sure Rangers would have loved Real Madrid as well. There's something very sexy about Celtic, Real Madrid. I think there's something brilliant about Rangers, Liverpool. Liverpool come to Ibrox competitively, all the connections with both clubs, and Rangers going down
not sexy though.
To Anfield.
Not sexy.
It's glamorous. It's glamorous. It's sexy. All those adjectives. But Paul, looking at Celtic's chances, I can see Celtic. I can see Celtic finishing second. I can see Celtic finishing runners up in the group.
Because Ange Postecoglou is not, last season in Europe, they won't want to remember Bodo Glimt or whatever.
No.
Who actually in the same group as PSV. I saw that coming out today, and that could have been Rangers. But thankfully, that Cholak goal, great work by Tillman as well. So you're saying, Mark, you reckon Celtic could come second in that group?
They could, and I tell you, Paul, do you know what's important as well? Because you're needing a wee bit of luck. It's how the 6 games come out, which we don't know yet.
Sure.
We'll
Tomorrow morning.
So same for Rangers as well. How you can come out. So sometimes, like for example, Rangers maybe hoping to get Liverpool in the last game. Because by that point you'd expect Liverpool to get through. Same with Celtic and Real Madrid. I'm not saying that they switch off and they're going to let you win, but do you know what I mean? It's like you probably don't want them in the sort of back-to-back 3 and 4 fixtures.
The back-to-back one's the important part of the draw.
And so if, for example, if Celtic have got Leipzig back-to-back and Rangers have got Ajax, they can be the decisive game because they're like your nearest chance. So we'll see tomorrow how the actual fixtures shape up. But look, we don't know for sure how Ange will shape up in the Champions League. He's been very consistent and he's not telling lies, I'd imagine. That he'll just go for it the way he sees fit. And against Leipzig and Shakhtar, then I would say, why not? Just be yourself. Home and away, absolutely be yourself. Might end up losing 3-2, 4-3, might win 2-1, 2-0. But just be yourself. Real Madrid, you'd like to think you're going to have to tinker it a bit against Real Madrid, but see the other two sides go for it.
No, it's an interesting one because let's just talk a little bit about the Real Madrid Celtic match, right? So Real Madrid won the final last season, right? They certainly didn't take the game to Liverpool.
No, right? In fact, Liverpool dominated for so long,
very much so.
But couldn't
you
score.
Always had a feeling that Real Madrid had that now-sat know-how to be able to go and win a game of football.
Yeah.
So does Ange and Celtic think that they can go and achieve that and play in the way that he wants to play to go and get that result? Because I tell you what, one thing about Real Madrid, yes, they have top players, yes, they have unbelievable experience. They're quite happy for you to have the ball and be well organised and go bang, 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 2-0.
Yep, Ancelotti's, he knows the game inside out. They've won it 14 times, but Sheriff Tiraspol beat them.
Yes,
beat them
right. Yeah.
So,
team from Moldova,
yeah. You think, look, it's
anything's
it's
possible.
Let's just enjoy it.
Do you know that Group F, here's a wee fact, apparently has more Champions League, European Cup trophies winners than any other one. In terms of the number of trophies, Real Madrid 14, Celtic 1. But it's 15 in total. I hope that's true.
Is that what you're going
That
with?
came in on the socials there. Thank you, Ray. Ray sent that in at Go Football Show.